Hello everyone, welcome to today's program. I'm your old friend, Li Muyang. Can you imagine this? At the very moment when the CCP's top leader Xi Jinping was sitting in the audience, at center stage a golden, glittering AO fish writhed forward amid a sea of lights and the sound of drums. The venue erupted in applause, but on the other side of the screen, the internet blew up. Fish dragon? Isn't that Yu Menglong? Some said it wasn't a performance but a hint. Some said it was a silent counterattack against the total blackout, others said that Fish was calling his soul back. At the same time, another shocking piece of news spread online. Lin Beichuan, who has been campaigning for justice for Yu Menglong, suddenly went missing in early November. The public suspects he may have been placed under control, with rumors saying he might come back safely in half a month. But none of this has been confirmed by him personally. Even more coincidentally, Tian Herong, pointed to as a key figure in the case, chose this very moment to heavily promote a new film, titled My World Has No Me. One netizen's comment instantly went viral: her world has neither him nor the truth. Coincidence? Provocation? Or warning? On one side, the carnival of lights at the National Games opening ceremony, on the other, names being erased and memories being deleted. Even stranger, netizens noticed in photos of Yu Menglong taken while he was alive what looks like an inverted Xian-shaped scar near his right temple. Some suspect it's a brand, and that Xian character corresponds to a name, Xian Qi. He is 22, said to control 400 million yuan. Rumors claim he hunts in the entertainment circle, launders money, and manipulates cash flows. The story goes that Yu Menglong refused to accept the rules, and the price was disappearance. But can the truth really be sealed off? When even the character for fish has become a sensitive word, and when the National Games stage itself serves up a fish dragon, who is actually challenging power? Tonight, we're talking not only about Yu Menglong, but about a silent war spreading from the entertainment industry into the heart of the system. If you're following this topic too, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell to all, so you won't miss future programs. At the National Games opening ceremony, that golden fish dragon slithered and flipped through a sea of lights and drums. The audience thundered with applause, but the online world exploded. Why? Fish dragon. Yu Menglong. The homophone is too obvious, isn't it? On overseas social platforms, many exclaimed, "What's this hinting at?" To put that in front of Xi Jinping, this is naked provocation. Regarding Yu Menglong's death, a rumor online says he became a sacrifice to pray for Xi Jinping's good fortune because they shared the same birthday. Of course, we cannot find evidence for that claim, but the regime's blockade of information related to this incident has made the public widely suspect involvement of high-ranking CCP elites. The official effort to block news of Yu Menglong has reached the point where posts containing the character fish might be deleted. And now, at the regime's own National Games, they produced such a huge fish, swimming back and forth right in front of the top leader. Some commentators said Xi himself, upon seeing the fish dragon, must have been either shocked or on pins and needles. According to the ceremony's designers, this fish dragon represents the legendary AOU, the form between a fish leaping the dragon gate and fully transforming into a dragon. Reports about this AOU briefly topped trending lists on Chinese social networks and became a hot topic. Yet the related reports and comment sections were oddly bland, with no sign of what, exactly, was being boosted onto the hot list. People guessed two possibilities: first, that the trending list is manipulated and the entry was deliberately placed there; second, that netizens associated it with Yu Menglong and tried to comment under the reports, unintentionally pushing the entry onto the hot list. However, since content related to Yu Menglong is suppressed or deleted on social platforms, the comment areas of those reports showed no discussion about him. This is just the tip of the iceberg. More importantly, around the time of this fish dragon incident, there were new developments concerning several key figures in the Yu Menglong case. Lin Beichuan, a military scion who has consistently spoken out for Yu, has been missing since November 3rd. The latest word is that, through third-party channels, some netizens heard he might safely return in about half a month. But this information does not come from Lin himself, so it cannot be 100% confirmed. Since September, Lin has been publicly challenging the official conclusion regarding Yu's death. Because of his red descendant background, he has both access to some inside information and a level of clout the authorities cannot easily ignore. He even declared, only the military can keep the political forces in check. Then, starting November 3, he suddenly vanished. Why would the CCP control Lin for half a month? Netizens analyzed three main reasons. To maintain stability for the national games. The games ran from November 9 to 21, and Xi Jinping attended in person on the 9th. As a troublemaker with military ties and influence, Lin had to be controlled during this period to ensure stability and avoid any incidents. This precisely shows that the authorities are skittish. The names, Yu Menglong and Lin Beichuan, already have them on edge. To blur the main storyline, by taking Lin, they create a new hot topic. Lin is being suppressed, so public attention shifts from the Yu case itself to rescuing Lin, thereby diluting the main case. Before disappearing, Lin warned netizens again and again, when calling or writing letters, mention only the Yu case, don't mention him, keep the main line. To kill the chicken to scare the monkeys, Lin had become a leader. Cracking down on him was meant to intimidate everyone else who wants to speak out. Then they would unleash paid trolls to smear Lin and sow discord and distrust among netizens, dispersing the hard-won momentum. Tian Herong, alleged to be a big boss behind the Yu case, has also shown new activity. She recently promoted her new movie My World Has No Me, set to premiere on November 27. A netizen posted a video saying, "I suggest letting Zhao Lihua watch it, she alone is worth 100 million people." I also saw comments saying, "Her world doesn't need me, her world is fine with Song Song." Zhao Lihua previously stirred controversy by staunchly supporting director-producer Fang Li. The biggest lingering question in the Yu case is the 17-person gathering he reportedly attended, which allegedly included director Fang Li and screenwriter Zhi Guangguang. Just as the entire internet was questioning Fang Li and boycotting his new film The Next Typhoon, Zhao publicly backed him. She even snapped back at boycotting commenters, "You? Even 100 million of you piled together can't stir up any waves." That line infuriated everyone. Netizens dug up that she owns a company with registered capital in the millions, yet the employee count is 0, suspected to be a shell company for money laundering. She reportedly also has another identity, the second wife of a certain Hebei official. Amid the outcry, she recently wrote, "You people keep pestering a few innocents, aren't you just muddying the waters to cover for the real culprits?" Netizens mocked her as a pig teammate, essentially admitting that Yu's case was not an accident and that there is a real perpetrator. The Song Song mentioned refers to director Cheng Qing-song. After he was rumored to have appeared at the 17-person dinner in the Yu case, he hurriedly posted screenshots of chats with actress Tian Herong as an alibi. But Tian slapped that down, saying it couldn't prove his innocence, and the two publicly quarreled. What angered netizens most was that on the very day the Yu incident broke, Cheng Qing-song wrote 2 characters on Weibo, "delicious." Those 2 characters were found to mirror his past comments when actor Qiao Renliang died. Netizens suspected the phrase was a code, an upward report after participating in a crime. Tian Herong's earlier film Fire Seed was boycotted by netizens. On opening day, the seat occupancy rate was as low as 0.4%, and the first day box office was only 180,000 yuan. Prospects for the new film My World Has No Me are likewise expected to be grim. Why are the suspected figures in the Yu case making everyone so angry? Because the details that have circulated look nothing like an accident, as the authorities claim, they look more like a death caused by extreme abuse. Recently, netizens noticed signs of possible disfigurement on Yu before his death. From some circulated screenshots, near the right cheek close to the temple, there appears to be a burned scar. The shape of the scar looks like an inverted Xin. This Xin led netizens to think of a man, industry bigwig Xin Chi. Whistleblowers allege that Yu was monitored and subjected to extreme treatment over a long period because he resisted unspoken rules and sacrificial rituals in the circle. Xin Chi, they say, is among those involved. Although there is no hard proof yet, the branded character, rumor, combined with earlier claims about teeth being pulled and multiple alleged on-site videos, points away from an accident. As the controversy grew, all sorts of sordid photos of Xin Chi were dug up. Some netizens claim that 22-year-old Xin Chi controls 400 million yuan in assets and has begun preying on male entertainers and laundering money. He allegedly has hundreds of companies under his name, in 2015, he registered many using the names of Superboy/Supergirl contestants, covering entertainment, munitions/pyrotechnics, home goods, medical devices, agriculture, and other sectors, and laundered money through celebrity name accounts. With that said, we have to look back at how absurd the official notice was. This is why, 2 months later, people are still doggedly pursuing the truth. Beijing's Chaoyang District branch of the Public Security Bureau closed the case in less than 24 hours after the incident, declaring it a non-criminal case. But netizens raised 4 grave violations, directly accusing the police of dereliction of duty. Violation of procedure. Information about the case was released by U's studio, not by the public security authorities. What right does a studio have to announce key case information on behalf of the police? What's more, netizens found that this studio had already been deregistered at the time and had no legal standing. Dereliction of duty. Police must carry out scene examination, map the deceased's social ties, confirm movements before death, conduct a forensic exam, and more. How were all these steps completed in less than 24 hours? Abuse of power. The police bulletin spent a lot of space denouncing rumor-mongering, yet failed to clearly explain the case itself. Inaction. From the incident until now, a large amount of video and audio suggesting Yu was murdered has circulated online, yet the Chaoyang PSB has never responded. It is precisely this riddled with holes notice that ignited the public's fury. Now, netizens have directly reported Chaoyang PSB chief by Bo online, even Minister of Public Security Wang Xiaohong, though such content is immediately censored. Daybreak is something we create ourselves. Now, the authorities want to silence Lin Beichuan with stability maintenance, and use deletions and bans to make people forget. But netizens have not stopped acting. They say they will. Keep writing letters and making phone calls. Hold tight to their wallets. Stop going to the movies, cancel memberships, and stop giving a single penny to this filthy entertainment industry. Meanwhile, overseas Chinese are also active. On November 9, at Barnes Park in Monterey Park, Los Angeles, the China Democracy Party National Committee and the Alliance for Chinese Democracy and Human Rights jointly held an in-person Oz petition signing event in support of Yu Menglong. Reportedly, this was the 5th offline support event organized by the CDP National Committee. They said the CCP thinks time can erase everything, but they will not forget. Every crime against humanity committed by the CCP will be remembered. Everyone is looking forward to the day of reckoning. It will come sooner or later. As the saying goes, when everything seems futile, watch a stonemason strike a stone. He may hit it 100 times and nothing happens. But on the 101st strike, the stone suddenly splits in two. The stone breaks not because of the last blow, but because of the 100 that came before. Finally, I'd like to share a song a netizen wrote for Yu Menglong, titled, Clearing of the Injustice at the White Gate. A few lines are deeply grievous and capture the public's anger. Beyond the ancient white gate, cold crows caw without cease. In those days, young Cabbage knelt, her tears like blood. If heaven's justice can shine, why fear official power? Yang Naiwu could reverse his verdict, why does Yu Menglong remain wronged? In the old dynasty there remained some goodness, in this age, all is gone. Though the late Qing had many wolfish officials, they are no match for a single corrupt one today. Why are so many doubts not filed as a case? Where is heaven's justice? The people's hearts are chilled. If there could be a lamp to pierce the midnight of wrongful grievance, would turn into pen and paper to write him back into the human world. As netizens say, justice never descends from the sky, it needs people to knock on its door again and again. Daybreak has never been something we wait for, it is something we create. You're welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.